Hello, Leos. How are you? Welcome to your Winter Solstice 2025 video. I'm so excited to do this reading for you. So we're going to start off with the main card. Hit that subscribe button. Oh, and yours came out fast, Leos. It's kind of sideways, so we're going to have to read this both ways. You have a 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is the legacy card. It's all about long-term commitment. What are you building? What are you creating? What have you inherited? So we're either going to be experiencing some wonderful work coming through and seeing some fruition of our 10 of Pentacles, our hard work paying off, or we might start feeling like, I don't know if this legacy is really what I want. Let's see what your reading comes up with. So we're going to start off with January. If I haven't said already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. In January, we're looking at the Hermit. So you're going to be taking some time away, spending some time, maybe not socializing so much. You probably socialized a lot in the last 3 months during the fall season. So you're like, let me go and reflect. Let me get some of this wisdom of all the things and experiences that I've had and that I've learned, because it's time for me to get that inner light. Let's see what we get for our clarifiers. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. 8 of Cups. All right, so Leos, you're going within and you're doing this self-reflection because part of it is the Wheel of Fortune is suggesting that something may not go the way that you expect for it to. Something might not work out in your favor, or feel as if luck is on your side. The wheel goes up and the wheel goes down, and you're reflecting about what was it that felt a little bit unlucky. And then you're also getting this clarity around there's something you need to walk away from, something you spent a lot of time emotionally building up, putting a lot of care and work into. And it's time for you to leave that situation behind because you need to go on this deeper spiritual space. So maybe you were really focused on building a family, building up a legacy with friends and with a certain, group, a certain social life, a certain, creative project. And you're realizing that like, oh, you know what? It's just not really working out. It's not working out for me. And I really need to go within. I need to do some deeper spiritual work. I can't be doing so much of this external work right now. I have to walk away so that I can do the Hermit and get the wisdom. So that's January. Let's look at February for our Leos. Oh, we got Hierophant as a clarifier. What's our main card? Justice. Oh, I love that for you, Leos. So Leos, you get the Justice card as your main card for February. Justice is all about balance, external balance. Something that was unfair is being corrected. Justice card says cause and effect. If you have done everything that you needed to do, you showed up and you really were on top of things, then things will be corrected. Harmony will be found. Justice will be served. If maybe you didn't do so much of that, justice will be served. So things might not work out quite as much as you want, but we also get now the Hierophant. The Hierophant is Taurus-y energy. Justice is Libra-like energy. The Hierophant is all about the channel, is the bridge. It is the individual who stands in between, receives the messages from God and shares those with the people, receives the prayer from the people, shares it with God. It is a card that is all about tradition, following tradition, perhaps leaning into taking a traditional route or role. So justice, which is saying that, maybe the legal system or maybe a social issue, a personal issue, a legal issue will be corrected. And that this is about taking the traditional route of addressing this. The Hierophant may also be suggesting that you are recognizing that you need to take a traditional role in order to find justice in a situation, or to get you to perhaps this 10 of Pentacles. Your clarifier is the World card. This is the end of a cycle. This is you having come to the completion of a lot of this work that you've put in there. And this is the justice that you deserve, is to no longer have to try to search to find. It is to say that you yourself will be the bridge, the connection between heaven and earth, the space of being able to take an idea, turn that idea or that prayer or that wish into something manifest here in the real world. And all that it took was for you to take a step back. to be the hermit and take a step back and really lean into what was the wisdom you were supposed to get from these things that didn't work out, and to allow yourself to walk away from some of the stuff that was taking a lot of your emotional work and that you put a lot of time and energy into, but that wasn't really coming to fruition, wasn't really serving you in the end. And that a part of your legacy is around being able to have that freedom and that wisdom and put that wisdom into action so that you can have more of that balance and can have more of that harmony. The justice is going to come from you being able to step into this space of the Hierophant energy archetype and into the world. All right. What's for March for our Leos? We get the Lovers. You have a choice now to make. You have a choice to make now, Leos. What is this choice about? Are we leaning into logic? Are we leaning into our passions? Are we leaning into a nice middle? Ooh, it's a little hard for you to listen to your intuition. You feel a little disconnected from your intuition, from that inner knowing, that inner knowledge. You might be feeling very out in the world right there, but there is a new beginning coming for you. We're going to pull another card just so that I can get a little bit more clarity here. It's definitely saying, though, suggesting to me that you may take a very logical, practical route, not necessarily that intuitive, internal route. And it will lead you towards a new beginning, a rebirth, and a wish coming true, the Star card. Leos, this is a really good season for you. Really good season for you, Leos. So although you might feel a type of way about needing to take a step back in January, February and March, you're going to see that that was completely the totally correct decision to make in order to bring yourself to this space of receiving this and seeing the fruition of your hard work and the manifestation of your 10 of Pentacles. We also see that with that choice coming up in March, although you may not necessarily be listening to your intuition, the logic, and maybe there was the thing, maybe you didn't need to necessarily be listening to your intuition and doing this really like the other side, because these two are partners. The High Priestess and the Hierophant are partners. But all of this, as you can see, the High Priestess, the Justice card, they're all very external facing. The High Priestess, the Hierophant and the Justice card are externally facing. The High Priestess is an internal card. The Hermit is an internal card. And part of what you may be realizing about walking away from is that not spending so much of this time internally, quietly, really just seeking that internal drive. You need to be a little bit more external, outwardly facing, and leaning into a little bit more of that practical, logical in order to get you to where it is that you want to be, to have that rebirth happen. Because sometimes we get a little stuck in this doing the inner work and never actually going through the end of the process and letting the door close. And it's saying, let the door close so that you can move on to this next step. And then you can start to re-examine what's coming up on this next round. Let's get your outcome. Outcome for Leos. 9 of Swords. Ooh, you're stressed out. Why are you stressed out, Leos? You had such a good reading. Literally, it was just like beautiful. And now you're stressed. You're stressed out because you are either leaning into a Queen of Pentacles, someone who is very grounded, very secure, very successful, or you have somebody else who is coming into your life and they are very grounded and very secure. And you are just overthinking, maybe a little bit of anxiety. Oh, there's a little bit of conflict. Is it conflict between you and the Queen of Pentacles, or conflict between the Queen of Pentacles and you as the Queen of Pentacles? Give me a little bit more clarity here for this outcome. Oh, they got 2 cards. You have a lot of responsibilities you're taking on, and then you have an Empress card. This is a leveling up for you. This is a leveling up for you. You wanted this. You wanted this legacy. This is the level up to get there. So we're stressed out because we are working with Queen of Pentacles. We are the Queen of Pentacles. We are really stepping into this abundance, this grace, this connection with ourselves physically and our manifestations, our health-wise and all of that. You have the 5 of Wands. You're feeling the pressure to grow, to expand, to be creative and to branch out and innovate. You have the 5 of Wands, which is suggesting that while you have all these great ideas and things coming up, there is a little friendly competition, and you're aware of that. You've picked up a lot of responsibilities. You've taken on a heavy load. You're feeling the pressure, but you're also leaning into the Empress energy, which is the higher octave of the Queen of Pentacles. This is a journey to really connect you to this power and this ability to make your dreams into a reality, to be directly connected to manifestation, to have your ability to take your ideas and make them present in the real world. And this is that manifestation. This is the flow of that energy. And so if you had leaned into this high priestess, into your intuition, into taking this esoteric, this emotional, this like kind of colder route to things, you would have found yourself probably in a cycle, still in the cycle. But when you decide that, like, no, I'm going to go this more practical route, I'm going to say, what is this new beginning? What are my dreams coming true? My intuition right now, I don't need to be so cold. I need to be a little bit warmer. I need to be a little bit more open. And I need to be a little bit more like, what do my instincts say? As opposed to my intuition. When it's just like, when I see it, I respond and I know what the answer is. Now, you might be thinking that's an intuitive hit, but your instincts also play a role in this. And the instincts are that more like survival based, but a little bit more of the archetypes when it comes to things related to the fire and the energy of action and drive. The instincts tell you the nature of what connects you to the whole, or the intuition tells you what the nature is, so that you can understand and see how something, an idea, a perspective, a person is connected to the whole, to the bigger picture. Your instincts are in that moment, which are telling you the direction and the action to take. And you lean into that instinctual, this is what I need to be doing. And that's what opens the door to the new life, to the rebirth, and it is what brings you your dreams. Although it is stressful because you are stepping into another realm and leveling up, it is exactly what it is that you've been desiring. Okay. Now let's pull your Yule Oracle card. Leo's Yule Oracle. Give us a card for the Leos. Your reading's a little long, so we're definitely trying to, and we get 3 cards, of course. We get first card, Father Christmas. Number 13, how did thy get here? Lost perhaps? No worries at all. Gather yourself and clear the frost, for the good still lives in you, dear. Father Christmas, we might look this one up, which I'm like, oh, more time. But this is the first one that I've been a little bit like, I'm not entirely sure how to interpret this. Some more. What list will you be on this year? Naughty or nice? Father Christmas, Santa Claus, Old Saint Nick, even Krampus are critical figures in holiday celebrations. We know these archetypes as a jolly old man who judges whether we are worthy of gifts if you were kind-hearted, or lumps of cold if you were terrible. You may have grown up and stopped worrying about getting gifts for the holidays, so that doesn't mean you should be mindful of how your energy manifests in the world. You're being guided to share a little kindness. Ask yourself, what would the best version of myself do in this situation? Keep this in mind as you go about your day and see how this simple question can dramatically shift your perspective. Kindness costs nothing but can reward you with endless blessings. So it's saying be kind. Be kind in how you approach things. Don't feel like you have to take justice into your own hands. Really focus on where you're going and on what it is that you're wanting to create. We get offerings. I give to you my heart's intent wrapped in gratitude and thankfulness. Devotion in exchange for your presence. Here I am, gifting my essence. What are you offering? What is at the core of this 10 of Pentacles? What is the offer that you're bringing, and what are you accepting? What are you opening yourself up to accept within the world, and the kindness that you can bring? And then bear medicine. Number 1, there is no tomorrow without the healing of the past. For in stillness, you shall find yourself right where you are. This Hermit energy, this is that beginning. This is that January, the stillness, the bare medicine, the finding yourself right where you are, the realizing that you don't have to try to control these external factors. You can let them right themselves. You must allow yourself to be in alignment. You must allow yourself to be open mentally. So meditation, mindfulness, your spiritual practices, your devotion, your offering, so that you can receive and be open to receiving, be open to not having to always do everything yourself, and being able to ask for help so that you can shift this energy and get to the end of the cycle, move into the world, and then have these choices. And as you're making these choices, think of where you can be kind to yourself, kind to others. All right, Leos, that's it. Happy winter solstice. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you're looking forward to. Let me know what you're contemplating and what you're manifesting and what your 10 of Pentacles is. What is the legacy you're creating, and what is the legacy that you have inherited, and how do you need to shift things around in order to find balance and to bring this into fruition? Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Bye, Leos.